Hello, members of the River Dimension, Sky.exe here, and I have a interesting and special guest. Introduce yourself.
I am Pervision, a demon of the gap.
Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this to myself? Anyways, today he and I are going to be reacting to SCP-1550, which is a custom pets. Which it actually looked interesting, so...
Dr.
Yeah.
Wondertainment.
Anyways.
Custom pet.
Yep.
Interesting. Well,
Anyways. Huh?
Let's see.
Let's get it started in 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Tired of ordinary cats and dogs? Would you like something more exotic?
It's a good thing I'm not ordinary. Well, cat. I'm a mixture of a hybrid hedgehog and a cat.
The official fields of science are, of course, unaware of this species of animals. In their early phase of development, they're larvae that, at first glance, are nothing special. However, they subsequently turn into completely different organisms, depending on the environmental conditions in which they're located. The larvae hatch from normally shaped, flesh-colored eggs. Each egg is 1 centimeter long. In order for something to hatch from an egg, it must come in contact with the air. In order to avoid premature hatching, the eggs are contained
Intriguing.
in a egg. To find out what's inside the eggs, the Foundation's researchers performed an autopsy. Inside, they found an organic slime containing DNA
Organic slime.
to any specific group of living beings.
Unknown DNA.
Is also unknown. After all, the adult creatures of this species are absolutely void of any reproductive ability. Finding two identical creatures after hatching them from the eggs is almost impossible. The only thing they all have in common is a small tattoo on their stomachs in the form of an inscription indicating that they belong to the Dr. Wondertainment brand.
That is very unique.
Grows out of these eggs and larvae. In one of the first experiments, Foundation scientists placed an anomalous egg in salt water. The creature that was born in such conditions had gills located on the back, just behind the eyes.
Those creatures adapt to their environment, even in their eggs, huh?
Which resembled fins, or rather, flippers.
So
The object had
cute.
special glands that secrete mucus, which was designed to protect the eyes from the salt water.
That is interesting.
It was colorful and had a combination of different shades of blue.
What a very interesting creature indeed.
Itself underwater. Unfortunately, or fortunately, these animals are not allowed to live long. After studying their external features,
Short lifespans.
a bubble was also found inside this object, which also made it easier to swim. In one of the subsequent experiments, fresh water was used for the environment. It was taken from a river near the facility's containment area. The hatched creature was given the number SCP-1550-2. It was distinguished by a rather thin and streamlined body, which also
Interesting.
improved buoyancy. However, this time, there were no gills, despite the fact that the egg was in the water, and the hatched animal was clearly an aquatic type of inhabitant.
I see.
The pet had large lungs. This means that the animal could be underwater for a long time, but sooner or
So
later...
saltwater it gains skills, freshwater it does not.
Attention please! Introducing my ultra-cute limited edition bird.
Skip.
The toy is super
Let's
fun
see
and
if
eco-friendly
we need to try
material.
to fast forward.
Don't worry
Probably
about
just
this.
this
You want
part.
yours? Then follow the link in the description and get your very own detective boy. This surprised the scientists considerably, leading them to the idea that even under very similar conditions for growing larvae, the creatures would still have different properties. After all, Wondertainment does not like repeating himself. For the next experiment, the researchers created an environment in a terrarium corresponding to the forest area of a temperate climate zone. And
Interesting.
the anomalous egg was placed. The hatched
So what has it become this time?
50-3 appeared to be wearing a brown fur coat, but the belly was covered with folds resembling signature tattoo was located on a small oval patch of skin hidden among the folds.
Interesting.
According to the description, it might seem like this is some kind of mammal, but in fact, this creature's body is shaped like a snake with enlarged tail tentacles. The next time, a miniature copy of the
So it becomes unique no matter where it is.
placed there subsequently hatched a brown, cold-blooded creature. The animal's color helped it remain invisible on the sandy surface. This object was noted by scientists on account of it being 1 centimeter longer than all the previous specimens. In another terrarium test, the atmosphere of a typical big city apartment was recreated. This environment resulted in SCP-1550-5, which had rougher
An
skin.
apartment for a
The
mortal.
creature's eyes scanned the world around from small bulges on its head, a bit like the eyes of a
Interesting.
chameleon. Unlike all other specimens, this individual turned out to be more flexible and mobile at the same time. However, scientists were more interested in the anatomical structure of the animal's jaw. Behind the pet's jaw was a formation similar to the inside part of a whale's mouth, where it filters plankton. This part is able to
Interesting.
filter out dust particles, isolating the smallest crumbs of food from it. After that,
Those creatures will
scientists
definitely
decided to go
come in
for
handy.
crazier experiments. In one of the experiments, they threw an egg into a vessel with liquid iron. The result was quite predictable. The anomalous egg ignited and burned up, leaving no trace behind. It stands to reason that not a single living creature will survive in such conditions.
You fool.
Almost the same thing happened when the scientists pumped out all the air from the chamber in which the egg was placed. This resulted in the egg exploding and spilling all the contents on the walls of the chamber. From this experiment, scientists concluded that the object does not fit well in the conditions where complex organisms do not survive. To
Yes.
me, this simple truth was evident even after the molten iron experiment. But scientists do not reach far-reaching conclusions after the first experiment. Therefore, their research with unnatural conditions continued. Scientists placed an anomalous egg in an aquatic marine environment and increased the pressure into it 1086 bar. This corresponds to the pressure at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. As a matter of fact, something similar to the typical inhabitants of the deepest point of the ocean hatched from the egg. SCP-1550-8 had a glowing bait lantern on its head, similar to that of an anglerfish. Gills, like the first specimen, were also present. The color was also approximately the same as that of the first individual, only darker and with added
That's
shades of gray.
really
Its
cool.
paws are equipped with membranes,
It's
and although they
definitely
look like fish
interesting.
fins, they're not. The creature's eyes are larger than those of all other specimens. Unlike the other SCP-1550 animals, this specimen is the most dangerous. After all, it has sharp shark teeth, which can easily chop off a piece of fish. This feature surprised the researchers the most. Wondertainment tends to position himself as a toy maker for children, and scientists can't imagine any kids who would exactly enjoy such an aggressive toy. And what kind of
The
children
kids would not have
find their
ever
favorite
created that,
86
though.
bar? After all,
So saying that
they
is
did not
really
realize that
ignorant and
conditions
really
like this
dumb.
terrible animal grew up. Generally speaking, I wouldn't recommend these toys to children.
Why do all green react to I put a few of them in his room?
They were being sold freely and could fall into anyone's hands. The anomalous eggs were just sold at the store.
I may actually
They
pull a
found
prank on
themselves
him.
exotic and unusual pets. There were about 10 cartons of
Oh,
anomalous
yes, the
eggs,
green one.
with the packages adorned with stylized pictures of the
Yeah.
objects, and they were labeled as Dr.
He
Wondertainment
still looks at my wife.
Each box contained 6 anomalous eggs, as well as a small instruction on how to use the object. In it, Wondertainment
will be
addresses all his
punished.
little customers. In this document, the eggs themselves are given as a unique packaging for either a pet or an adapto egg. Wondertainment recommends one simply bring them home and wait for the creatures to hatch. The inventor of these anomalous items also talks about the need to break some kind of plastic seals, although they're not mentioned in the object's documents. It's probably part of a sealed package. The destruction of such a filling is a very important condition, since without access to the air, hatching would be impossible. And Wondertainment left a couple of lines for the parents as well. He asks that adults watch where their children lay the anomalous eggs in order to avoid... Avoid what exactly? Well, we don't know. The Foundation classified it. What's clear is that this could be a very dangerous side effect, given that immediately after this warning, Wondertainment disclaims any responsibility for any injury or death to the consumer consumers of SCP-1550.
Well, I would say that in order to keep that safe, the parents should actually decide what it hatches into.
They should be kept in a desert recreated in a terrarium in the amount of no more than 20 instances. If this limited
Wait, now I'm curious
the extra
if
individuals are
it
subject
didn't
to
survive
destruction. The desert
like
individuals
fire
are
and
most
also
likely being raised due to the fact that
compression.
they're larger than the rest.
How did
Generally
what
speaking,
happened? We
the
put one in acid.
SCP-1550 anomalous animals are small.
It cannot live in the acid condition. It will just melt the egg.
Study them, I believe. I also think that there are
It's
plenty
the same
of
as the
instances of
lava.
SCP-1550 in wildlife as well. Nothing prevented the anomalous eggs from accidentally appearing anywhere else in the world. For example, they could have fallen to the bottom of the Mariana Trench, and this would have caused the appearance of the very strange animals there. However, Wondertainment foresaw the likelihood of such a scenario. That's why he made all individuals absolutely sterile, so that the animals would not begin to multiply uncontrollably. In this case, the age-old question of which came first, the chicken or the egg, finds its solution for the first time in history. After all, it's obvious that eggs first appeared, and only then did SCP-1550 begin to hatch from them. Or is that not how it went down? Wondertainment must have obtained the DNA he placed in the anomalous eggs from somewhere, considering that the anomalous DNA contributes to the
Wondertainment is such an interesting
that the source
person.
material is stem cells from someone or something. In humans,
Yeah.
such cells can become the building material for any given tissue, be it muscle or nerve. However, the anomalous DNA adapts not to other cells or the characteristics of the organism, but rather exclusively to the environment. Keep in mind, however, that Wondertainment is a reality bender, which means he can create such anomalies without any aids. Do you think there was any prototype that served as the basis for
Very
SCP-1550?
curious.
Share your theories in the comments below.
Wondertainment, huh? I would
That
like
was
to meet the man.
interesting. Huh?
I would like to meet the man known as Wondertainment. I can glean very interesting ideas from him.
Yeah. I actually found this in and some of Green's SCP files. I was like, this should be interesting, and this is very interesting. This video has been very interesting.
Ah, yes, the green one has
Now I want
connections
to go
the
find
S-
some.
The green one has connections to the SCP Foundation.
Yep. And sometimes, once in a while, I'll sneak in there and grab some of his files. I did blow up one of the foundations a while ago. One of them.
Well, I think it is about time that we end this, so do your outro there.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please make sure to click the like button, also subscribe to this channel, and also subscribe to Xavier's channel. His link will be in the description below. Any final goodbyes, Pervision? Anyways, this has been Sky.exe and Pervisions. Stay tuned.